We talk about the crowd. Rick Carlisle on the pregame show with Jeremiah Johnson talked about it. I'm looking around the building. It's April the 7th. A team that's not in the playoffs playing a team that's not in the playoffs.
Where'd that come from, man?
Well, you know, it's twofold. I think a lot of it just maturation, and on the other part, it's experience. I feel like the game has slowed down for me quite a bit this year. Well, the man I am today is, because of my parents. My little sister, the guys. It takes a village. That's what they talk about a lot. And it took a village to get me here. Yeah, that was my village right there. So to get ourselves there, we have a lot of our young guys out here playing right now, showing their growth in the sense that, with Isaiah Jackson and, Shea, these guys get an opportunity to come out here and play. It's big. And that's all gearing. Bring up a great point. Defensively is definitely our next biggest jump. Something we've already talked about, as a unit. And something I think Rick has challenged, really the whole coach staff has challenged us to go into the offseason with that mindset.
And they don't train to play both sides of the ball. So what happens inevitably is you get tired and you give up mostly on the defensive end. Does that sound accurate? Let's share.
That's my people, man, and they've always it was instilled in me at a very young age, just the way they carry themselves at their in their professional lives and the people that was around them.
James Johnson out on the floor. That's Brissett, and did not get the roll.
G. Hill's another guy, man. I'm glad we I spent my rookie year with G. And it's great having him back here as well. Another great locker room guy.
Yep.
And you obviously see what he brings on the offensive side of the ball and shooting the ball as well as he does.
This is the alternate broadcast.
Oh,
this is the alternate broadcast. Okay. Anything you want to say to the fans?
I see you, man. I just want to thank the fans for being patient, man. I feel like you look at where we were at this time last year. This is
Pistons.
a bucket. This is a bucket. I'm telling you right now. Oh, okay. That counts. Come on.
Come on, give it to him. Oh. To be as physically fit for playing offense as they will for playing defense. Because defense is harder because the defense is not something you can anticipate. You're reacting in defense, which takes a lot more energy. Make sure that York is out on the floor, that he's not tired, because you don't perform as well when you're tired, so he's going to give him a break. But if he's not tired and you can get him back out there and you got Buddy.
I'm looking forward to being in turn 4 again.
Turn 4, you got it again?
I got it again. Hey, I did want to tell you there is going to be here's a steal by Brissett, but it's taken back by Duran. There is going to be a happy person, my wife.
That's the NBA versus just basketball.
Bagley, Killian Hayes, and he launches and hits another 3. He had 2 double-doubles. Hayes has 15, Ivy has 14. So the 2 Detroit guards have combined for 29. And that's another basket for Roden.
That's a classic play. When he goes in there, he's got to be able to go in hard, initiate contact, but he's got to stay balanced. And on that, my goodness, there's something wrong with the left side of that basket.
Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield in Sacramento came over last year in a trade from Sacramento.
He was a second-round pick. A second pick in the draft. He was much more effective in that first game. No telling how many people he had there, too.
Miles thrilled, Pacers fans thrilled, Tyrese Halliburton thrilled, everybody thrilled to have those two as you're building around. That's a miss. Rebound by Neat. So many other more important people than us that make our telecast possible.
No doubt. That make it all work. That's got it. They can.
I was talking to John in the truck before the game. 30 years. Said 1992.
Wow. So he did some MSA games.
Yeah. Cunningham playing in just 12 games. He was injured back in November, their first overall pick 2 years ago. So Hayes and Ivy have had to step up. Nembhard, Neesmith, Matherin, Wara, and Jackson, the 5 who started tonight. They started the second half. That's a reach-in foul on Hayes. 13th pick last summer. They are really loaded at that position when they've got Duran, they've got Marvin Bagley, they've got Isaiah Stewart, who's been out for a while. First-round draft pick back in 2020.
They all like his presence because he brings a lot of good stuff to you.
Hayes with another free throw.
Now I like spicy shoes. I'm struggling a little bit with Killian's. Good defensive presence there.
Hayes missed it. Rebound tip. Wiseman there, taken by Gabe York. Matherin again. He'll drive inside, and he's fouled by Killian Hayes. Cross court, Ivy to Hayes. Pacers have turned it over 15 times tonight.
That's where he wants to go. You got to know. He just came out of his shoe. I'm sorry, I couldn't. Yes, she has. She's been terrific. Keeps us in gear, keep you on those promos.
That's right.
And been kind enough tonight.
Killian Hayes backs it up against George Hill.
He does a good job getting over. Ooh, I thought he did a good job getting over the screen.
Are they going to?
Does that three? If you're George Hill.
And Hayes not a guy you want to foul at the free throw line. It's been a record-setting year for the Pacers with the most three-point field goals they've ever made in the season as a team, coming in averaging 13.5 per quint. It's the way the game has gone, isn't it?
At the end of the day, he's also analytics-driven. And obviously, if you can get a three-pointer, if you're taking a shot and you can get 3 instead of 2.
Pacers had cut it to 4 at 99-95. 11-4 is the Detroit run. James Johnson lost it.
Now the thing that's not interesting for some people.
Hayes gets to the free throw line, probing that Indiana defense.
Nice job by Jackson, because Hayes really doesn't want to score.
And it's rebounded.
I thought it was important to share that little tidbit.
10 of the last 11 games, opponents have scored at least 20 points off Indiana turnovers. Pacers got close, Quinn. They got it to 4, but Corey Joseph with 4 second-half threes. Yeah.
I mean, this is time and time again. But we'll also celebrate here the fans of Indianapolis.
Yes.
I mean, because that's really what this is about. Appreciating the fact, to your point.
Now they've got Ivy trapped out to Killian Hayes. And Hayes is going to put it up no good. Final 7 seconds. And he's going to lob it up. And it's off the rim, and that's it. In the final home game of the year, the Detroit Pistons even the season series. 2 longtime friends.
Coached together.